Good morning, class. Let us start with the next topic, that is multiplication of integers. So far we have completed the basics of integers. We have done two very important operations on integers, that is addition and subtraction. Also we have related to addition and subtraction, we have done properties also. Closure property, commutative property, associative property, additive inverse, additive identity, that we have done. Today we are going to start with the next operation, that is multiplication of integers. Frankly speaking, multiplication of integers is much more easier as compared to addition and subtraction. Why? Because in multiplication of integers doesn't matter that whether you are considering like terms or not. Now, you might be thinking, what are like terms? Right? You might be thinking, what are like terms? Understand, basically, when we talk about like terms in case of integers are terms having same sign in case of integers. In case of integers are known as like terms or like integers which are having same sign. For example, -2, -3, 2 and 3, because plus plus minus minus, they are known as like integers or like terms. Another prospect of like terms is very important, that is having same denominator. When we talk about same denominator, that comes under the topic fractions and rational numbers. So do remember, whenever your fractions are having same denominator, that is, for example, if you know fractions, how we write fractions? F1, for example, n1 upon d1, where n1 stands for numerator and d1 stands for denominator. Clear? So how you will remember? D for down, that's for denominator, rest is numerator. So if they are having same denominator, for example 2 by 3, 4 by 3, 8 by 3, they are like terms because their denominator is same. So in case of multiplication, it's easier. Why? Because we need not to see like terms. Even if they are unlike terms, we can simply multiply them. Because in addition and subtraction, we can add and subtract only like terms. That is why if the terms are not like, we take LCM and then we solve. But in case of multiplication, we need not to do such thing. That is why multiplication is much more easier. Are we clear with this? So that is why we consider multiplication much more easier as compared to addition and subtraction. So let us start. So basically, first rule for multiplication, the rules for multiplication. I told you earlier also that multiplication of like integers or unlike integers doesn't matter. Let us see first of all, first rule, multiplication of like integers. Like integers, what do you mean by like integers? Like integers means having same sign. Then what will happen? Having same sign. So first one, when both are positive, that is z1 into z2. I hope you know what is z1 and z2. z1 and z2, z1 is first integer, z2 is another integer. The product will always be multiplied, no problem, and result is always positive. The sign will be of positive. For example, 5 into 3, that is 5 into 3 is 15, because both are positive, that is why plus 15. B part. When both integers are negative, when both integers are negative, z1 into z2, so it means again two negative integers, again we'll multiply them, no problem. But I hope you know that minus minus is always plus, so again you'll be getting positive sign. This is what is the benefit of multiplication, that when you multiply like integers, the result is always positive. Clear with this? So therefore minus 5 into minus 3, 5 into 3 is 15, minus minus is plus, therefore plus 15. Are we clear? Third one, second part, multiplication of unlike integers. What do you mean by unlike integers? Having different sign. Very good. Having different sign. So it's quite understood for you. In such case, what we will be doing? In such case, for example, if let me take z1 is negative and z2 is positive. First of all, definitely because we are multiplying, so we'll be multiplying these two integers. But see, here plus, here minus. Here minus, here plus. Understand what will happen? I told you. Minus means enemy and this means like. They are unlike because they are opposite. Whenever two opposites are there, they always try to overcome each other. Hence, power will be reduced. Therefore, always negative sign will come. That is why whenever two unlike integers are there, you will be getting a negative sign in multiplication. Clear with this? So these are the rules. Let me take now for example minus 5 multiplied with 3. 5 into 3 is 15. Since minus sign is there, minus 15 is the answer. Any doubt anyone is having with this concept? So this is what is there in the rules of multiplication of integers. Are we clear? Following this, we'll be moving further. Now, next topic. Next important topic is properties. Next important topic is properties. Let's see the properties of integers. Okay, in case of multiplication, what are the properties? Let's just see. Okay. Properties. Same almost. I told you what? Multiplication is repeated addition. Yes or no? Multiplication is repeated addition. It means multiplication is nothing just in a repeated addition. If addition is following the properties, closure property, commutative property, associative property, definitely multiplication will also follow. There are no ifs and buts in that. Because if multiplication is added, means repeated addition, and addition is following the properties, definitely the multiplication will also follow the properties. So the properties that we will going to do is first, again, closure property. Second, that is commutative property. Third is associative property. Fourth, that is identity property. Fifth one is interesting, inverse. We'll see this one, inverse. And sixth one is added to you, that is distributive. Sixth one is added for you, that is distributive. Distributive is a special case in case of multiplication. We'll see. Are we clear with this? So let us start one by one. Closure property, very well known. Closed under, that we know very well. It means that multiplication of any number of integer will always give you an integer. So multiplication of integers will give you an integer as a result. Are we clear? That's quite obvious. 5 into 3, 15. 5 is also an integer, 3 is also an integer, and 15 is also an integer. Closure property. It means multiplication are closed under integers. Next, commutative. Next, commutative, again, communication is happening. A is talking to B, B is talking to E, or arrangement or reordering. Another name, that's not a problem in our case. So commutative means communication. Maybe A is talking to B, B is talking to A. That is A into B is equal to B into A. And it is followed. You can see 4 into 3 or 3 into 4, answer is 12. Hence commutative property, multiplication follows. Associative property, again association. If B is a friend of C and A is a friend of B, then A automatically becomes the friend of C. So clearly A, B into C, A into B into C is equal to A into C, into B. Any doubt? So it follows, because addition follow, it will definitely follow, because if commutative follow, if commutative properties follow, definitely associative will also follow. You can see, let me take ABC is 1, A 2 into 3, so it is 6 into 1, that is 6. Similarly 1 into 2 into 3, that is 2 into 3, that is 6, or 1 into 3 is equal to into 2, that is 3 into 2 is equal to 6. Hence verified. Hence verified.